90 miles an hour is the claimed top speed on this 5,400 watt dual motor electric scooter.
Cooking, man, 46.
And reputable sources have named the older version of this electric scooter the best dual motor electric scooter on the planet. That's a little bit of hype to live up to. MSRP on this electric scooter is $3,200, but it is on sale in the link below this video in the description box. But do not buy the Kaabo Wolf Warrior 11 Pro Plus just yet. We gotta crack this thing open, take it out for a full review, test the acceleration, test the top speed, test how it climbs hills. We gotta test the range, we gotta run it through the ringer. We gotta see whether or not it lives up to the hype.
How about that one? It goes like 50.
I don't care what they say, buddy. You're the real Wolf Warrior 11-week-old. See what we got in here. Looks like a little carrying bag, along with a couple other items here. Looks like they give us a little bit of juice. What is this? Definitely got a little bit of weight to it. And here's what it looks like when you get out of the box. My God, how much did you say weigh? The official net weight is listed as 101 pounds. And one of the first things that catches my eye is these massive 11-inch tubeless tires. For a scooter with this much power that can go this fast, this is the way to roll. This one has a street tire, but on the official Kaabo USA website linked in the description box below, there's actually an option for off-road tires as well. This is a dual motor scooter. Taking a look at the motor on the front wheel, this is a 60 volt, 1200 watt nominal power motor. That's nominal power. It can take a lot more peak power, and there's another one back there. Same exact thing on the rear, making for 2400 watts of continuous power. But if you're new to the electric world, you know those continuous numbers don't mean anything. It's all about how much power the controller can send to those motors, and this is running dual 40 amp controllers, and it's running on a 60 volt battery. So on a full charge, 67 volts times 80 amps would be the peak power. Yeah, about 5,400 watts. But of course, there's always a bottleneck in that power somewhere. Sometimes it's the motor, sometimes it's the controller, sometimes it's the battery, sometimes it's the cojones of the operator to use the full power of the device. What will it be on this electric scooter? Oh, this thing folds up uniquely. Oh, I think I see a pin down there. Oh yeah, good thing I checked about this pin thing. Apparently it's very important. So this electric scooter definitely folds different than previous ones I've tried. This one actually seems like it might be better. We'll see. So you do this. Why isn't it going down? Something's blocking it. Maybe use my foot. No. So it says adjust as needed. I guess this part is important. So I think you gotta get that bolt position just right and snap that into place. This thing is difficult. Come on, dude. I'm just gonna go ahead and show how this works because it's a little bit confusing. So you gotta basically loosen up or tighten this. So for me, it seems like I have to loosen up this one a little bit. That's the locking bolt. So I can loosen that one up a little bit. And this is so hard to show on camera, but this whole bolt assembly pops through here and basically comes down and like latches onto that. You can just kind of see it just barely in there. Maybe this will work. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Is that on there? Now that thing is in the right position. Guess we're supposed to tighten down our locking nut. Not like our life depends on it or anything, right? Then on this side, we have this little extra security and our locking pin, which goes right in here. And now we're good to go 50, right? I kind of wish the kickstand came installed because this thing, I'm just like balancing this with one hand. So we are working with a huge, wide rubber deck. Here's what a size 14 shoe looks like on there. I can actually fit 2 size 14 shoes side by side on there. Is that a wheelie bar? Some sort of rack on the back? Maybe that's for popping wheelies. Oh, we might actually break the rear light, which we'll power that up in a minute. And taking a peek down here under the rear wheel, we can see it is a dual coil shock. So of course we are running full suspension. Up front, we have an inverted suspension on a dual crown fork. Looks like there might be some lights there. Got a horn and our minion lights. Handlebars go here. And the handlebars are kind of like a BMX style with a little bit of rise. On the left side, we get an ergonomic grip held in place with both so it won't rotate on you. Switch for a headlight and a horn. On the right side, we have a Mini Motors EY3 display. Here's how we will control our 5,400 watts of power. Of course, we have the Eco, Turbo, Single, and Dual options. Does not have any adjustments for the suspension on the top of the stanchions. Might have adjustments on the bottom, we'll check later. And we have Kaabo branded hydraulic brake levers. Looks like they'll be nice to grab with just a single finger. So it's got that little hook on the end. We'll fire that up in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at the battery under the deck. One of the most important parts for any electric anything. So this is a 60 volt battery, 35 amp hours. Pretty darn big battery, and it's rated for 1200 watts times 2. It does have an IPX5 waterproof rating. It's pretty legit. And flipping this whole scooter around, we can see we are running Kaabo hydraulic disc brakes. Not sure what size these rotors are, but they're about as big as they can possibly be. And on this side, there is a switch there. I just turned on some fancy blue lights. All right. And then we have a dual charger, so you can run 2 chargers on this if you want to charge twice as fast. Kaabo provides us with a single charger, and the charger they give us is a 1.75 amp charger. 60 volt battery charged to max is 67.2. So 35 amp hours divided by 1.5 amp charge rate. So that would take 20 hours to charge this thing from completely empty to completely full if you only ran 1 charger. Now, obviously you could grab a second one, these charge twice as fast. It still takes a while to charge up this big old 60 volt 35 amp hour battery. So let's try it out. Power. Boom. So we have a green backlight. Looks like we're showing kilometers per hour right up here. And voltage of the battery is shown right down here, 61 volts right now. So we need to top that off to 67.2 before we get out there. And we get our modes. So that shows trip, odometer, CHA, not sure what that one will be, and voltage of the battery. So maybe that is amps or power output. We'll see. Then we have this other button here that changes our modes from 1 to 3, pretty basic operation there. What happens if we tap the power button? So it does show us our battery in terms of percentage right here, as well as a little battery readout. Sweet. Then in addition to those, you can also tap the eco and turbo modes. It doesn't look like it's showing anything on the screen for that. And then single and dual also gives no indication on the display of which mode you're in there. Pretty sure you're gonna be able to feel. Then on the left side, we get a headlight. Pretty bright headlight. Oh yeah, that is bright. Bright minion lights. And how loud is the horn gonna be? Holy smokes, dude. My goodness, I think it just blew my eardrums out. And on the rear, when you turn on the lights, you also get a tail light. If you grab the brake lever, you get a brake light. Even if you turn the light off, if you grab the brake lever, it lights up. And then I guess these lights on the side, just some cool neon underglow kit or something. Pretty dope. Also, you get these little lights up here. Review wouldn't be thorough if I didn't show you them. And before we get out and get crazy, let me show you what I look like hopping aboard this electric scooter. So I am 6'5", and here's what I look like hopping aboard. Suspension definitely feeling plush. We'll have to see how it feels on the road, obviously. Handlebars, for my height, kind of wish they came up like 1 more inch. Definitely enough to play in the cables if you wanted to install taller ones. Let's tap that. Oh my goodness. We're on mode 1. That's mode 1, bro. I don't know if we're on eco or... Woo! I can tell this thing's got the juice! Wait, why was it going? Oh no, I have another skid mark, dude. This thing has too much power, bro. Oh shoot, man, look at that. I hope those come off. Let's actually see if we can get official weight of this thing. So my weight is 196.6. Not sure if this is really possible, but let's give it a try. And get on this with the scooter, and then pull the e-brake and lift the whole thing up. Ooh. So it's saying 306 pounds, basically. So about 110 pounds. So I guess let's fire it up. And mode number 3. 23 kilometers an hour. I'm pretty sure that's 123. All right, dudes, let's take off the Kaabo Wolf Warrior 11 Pro. Juice to the gills electric scooter. What's happening, dude? Little man's got the juice too. Come on, bro. Aw, dude, I had to go through and make sure all these bolts were tightened down and double check this grenade pin here. This back one was actually a little bit loose, so if you buy the scooter, I would double check all the bolts. I mean, we're only gonna be going like 50, right? And I did get the manual out here. I adjusted this over to miles per hour. One thing I am noticing about this scooter, in order to get this thing into like an ergonomic position, like the finger lever in an ergonomic position for the throttle, this is like completely turned away from you. But that's all right, because we're gonna be running my GPS speedometer to measure the speed, and we're also gonna track our official range on my Strava app. GPS measure. We'll bring this just in case. And honestly, man, after putting those skid marks out on my floor last night, I don't even trust this thing in here. Let's get this out of here. Refilling on the goat milk. So here's what the lights are looking like in here. Pretty darn bright. And if we pull the brake, I almost flipped that throttle. Let's see what that looks like in here. Yeah, dude, that is a pretty freaking bright light. Let's see if I can just feel this out. It's on, whoa, okay, okay. Holy. One thing that's a little bit annoying about this scooter is you don't really know if you're on dual motor or eco mode. These buttons, they just kind of turn on and off. Regardless of what power mode we have it on, I don't think we'll have any trouble with the 20% grade. This thing's gonna have incredible torque. Let's just do it on mode number 1. So we are on dual motor, that front wheel is spinning out. This is mode 1, just touching on the throttle. Holy smokes. What am I signing up for today? It does appear to have some sort of like regen brake when I'm, holy crap, man. So it's like kind of stuttering when I'm using the brakes. So there's some sort of like regen brake on there. My goodness, dude. This thing has the juice, holy. So it's pretty much like a very sensitive throttle. I'm not sure if this is a sine wave or a square wave controller. Are we on turbo or eco? Let's try to tap the button there. All right, so we were on turbo. This is eco. On dual motor on 1, this will take us up to about like 11 miles an hour. So reasonable. You can dial it down quite a bit here. I'm not sure what's up with that brake though. It's kind of like, so 1, full throttle. Yeah, so that's fine. And then they say you should stop these things before you switch them from single to dual motor. So we'll do that. I think we should be on single motor now. Hop behind the electric Porsche here. So this is like the lowest possible settings you can put this on. This is pretty chill, dude. One hand, 9 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour. And then let's try turbo on 1. And that's got a little bit more juice in it. So we are on turbo single motor and rear motor. This feels nice, man. I can tell these 11-inch wheels are feeling pretty nice. Mode number 2, single motor, full throttle. All right, so pretty chill when we're on single motor. You can, you know, dial this thing back a little bit if you just want to chill, conserve your battery. Mode 2, single motor, turbo will take us up to 28, 29 miles an hour. Gotta throw these shades on. I'm gonna switch it up a mode here to dual motor, turbo, mode number 2 here. And yeah, pretty good pep here. So this is mode number 2. And going around corners, having these slightly larger 11-inch wheels inspires a little bit more confidence going around the twisties. Whoa, you do got to be careful though with that front motor on there. That thing's got significant power and will spin out on you. So you do not want to be applying throttle going into a turn, or you know, you should be pretty aware of how much power you're applying. And this throttle is pretty touchy, dude. My goodness, what are we getting into today, boys? Laying rubber, bro. So these tires are actually pretty grippy. Front one sticks. You can see a little burnout mark there from me, which is the reason why I did not want to run this thing in my house. I don't want my floors looking like that. Speedometer does appear to be accurate at 22 miles an hour. GPS says 22. Onboard says like 20. Yeah, they match up. And the handlebars for a 6'5" dude, I wish they did come up like, you know, about an inch higher. My God, dude. I wonder if we could turn that regen brake off. It's just like kind of clunky, man. I don't understand. And huge deck on this thing. We'll put it on mode number 3, eco mode and single motor. So even on 3, whoa, watch those potholes now. 3 is pretty chill when we're on eco mode, single motor. Still takes us up to like, kind of tapering off around 27. Bumping onto dual motor, eco mode, power number 3. And ease on that. So eco mode, yeah, it'll spin that front tire. So I'd say, you know, you probably want to have this thing in eco mode if you're going around turns with all that power on the front wheel. And yeah, be pretty careful on that trigger finger, dude. So I'm actually just gonna leave it on 3 in eco mode, dual motor, popping out here into traffic. I don't quite have the cojones to unleash the full power quite yet. Got to get the feel for this thing a little bit. Make sure it's not gonna fall apart on us. We get that little pin down there. Is it gonna hold up? So we're doing 35 on eco mode, power number 3, dual motor. Bro, we could take you AMG, could we? And the taller wheels gives you a little bit more confidence for, you know, going over just whatever imperfections in the road. Feels pretty smooth out here, dude. Get a little bit of lane splitting in here. This thing is pretty narrow handlebars. You can whip and weave through traffic, no problem on this thing, dude. This thing's zippy. Oh, there's a big ass bump. So that's the benefit of this full suspension and big tires. About to get ran over here, bro. I don't think people are expecting this scooter to go so fast.
They're used to like bird scooters and stuff. Look at that thing. All right, dudes, let's do an acceleration run. I'm not sure if we're even gonna be able to actually see how fast it is. GPS is gonna lag and we can't really see this. I'm gonna tilt this up into an unergonomic position. Hopefully my thing doesn't catch the throttle there so I can't let off. So you guys can see 65.2 volts. Ready, full throttle. 20, 30. All right, let's go do a top speed run. And we're gonna have to get into the settings here and figure out how to turn off that regen brake because it's really just not that smooth, man. Oh, Lambo. I'm actually gonna change the PD from 1 to 0 because that is the anti-lock braking system. Maybe that's what's causing the skippiness. So the regen brake is awesome now. I think it was that ABS thing that was on. It just was like thinking I was about to slide out and applying like, yeah, this regen brake is much better now. It says it'll go 50. Yeah, I know. I know, it's really fast.
Dude, that's cooking.
It's cooking for 11-inch wheels.
That won't go like maybe 175.
What's the fastest you ever took it?
173.
Dang. All right, dudes, everything is on max. We're gonna give it a top speed run here. Ready, go. 30. 40, 45 according to the onboard speedometer. Please don't pull out in front of me, bro. 41 on board, 52, 53 on board, 45 according to GPS. Cooking, man, 46 according to GPS. And we're gonna have to try the brakes out here. Oh man, this thing freaking cooks, dude. Whew. So let's get out here, whip around, see if we lose traction on the sand out here. I mean, we know we will. So initially I was thinking that I wanted the handlebars to be a little bit higher, but I think I get it, man. You can kind of just like lean your weight more forward on it. It's kind of more like, you know, puts you more up on the handlebars, more like, you know, put some power down to this thing, get some power down on that front wheel so it doesn't lose traction. And I'm liking that there's like plenty of like room to like move your feet around on the deck. You just kind of like dance around on this thing, man. See how stable we are here. That bike there about crashed. It's a party out here today, man. St. Patty's Day, spring is in the air, baby. So this is the street tires on this one. They do sell off-road tires if you want to be doing off-roading on your electric scooter. This isn't really off-roading, but I just whip it around here. It's fine on these street tires. So let's go stretch the battery out, running it up the California incline. It's a 12% grade, 85-foot elevation. I don't know what settings I'm on. I never know my settings on this thing. Whew. You're almost kind of better off using just like one motor because you really don't need all the power, honestly. This thing is just so OP. Oh, you're good, man. Oh, you're totally fine. We'll try the brakes out here at the bottom of the California incline. So, not sure what settings are on. This might be turbo. I don't know, we'll find out. 15, 18, oh yeah. There's hardly anybody on this thing. 27, oh yeah. I was on eco mode, so we're blazing up this thing. 33 miles an hour. I'll say that'll do it, man. Holy smokes. So we are showing 61.6 volts. Let's go try the brakes out, see what kind of final range we end up with today. Skirt. Always the best time to test the brakes is going down the California incline. Yeehaw! So the back brake is on the left. There is regen brake, and after you turn off, oh my goodness. All right. After you turn off that ABS, the brakes are actually really great with the cruise, or not the cruise control. It does have cruise control with the regen brake. Whoa, 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 whoa. This thing is just dancing all over the place, man. So much power. That was a real brake test there. That dude just slammed on his brakes out of nowhere. Overall feelings on this thing right now, man. This thing just absolutely rips. It's a little bit unhinged. You can get into the settings there and change your power, but man, once you unlock it all, it's like, it's an on-off switch almost with that throttle, and whew, when you're on, dude. It does not have a steering damper, but honestly, like, it feels totally stable to me. So let's give it a little official brake test for about 20 miles an hour or so. And yeah, with the regen brakes on there, man, I wasn't even pulling those levers all the way. This thing stops on a dime, dude. They are hydraulic brake levers, so they feel smooth and linear. Ooh. thing's tearing up the ground, bro. Whoa, whoa, look at all those. It'll definitely pop a wheelie. Whoa. So we're gonna head on home, see what the final range is. Right now it says we are 60.9 volts, which says it's 73%, and that's after being out here for 14 miles so far. But first, let me share my final thoughts. So list price of this thing is $3,200, but it is on sale right now in the link below this video in the description box for a significant amount off that. So no, it is definitely not a cheap electric scooter, but it is darn powerful. I do think it makes the scooter a lot better when you get into the settings and turn off that anti-lock braking system. It was just kind of making mine kind of bug out. But after you turn that off, the regen brake on this thing is actually really strong. And the acceleration, obviously, I mean, this thing peaks out at what, like 5,400 watts or something? So absolutely rips. At first, you know, I thought the handlebars, I would have liked them to be a little bit higher, but second thought, after being out here for a while on this, I actually like them kind of being a little bit lower because I can like lean my weight up on them, and it's just, it kind of makes it like a sport bike, you know, like a sport motorcycle or something. You're kind of utilizing that front suspension and getting yourself more aerodynamic and ready to anticipate that power. You know, this thing, it's ready to kick you off the back, dude. In general, I find the max settings on this to be quite ridiculous just for cruising. I've been toning it down, doing single motor or turning on eco mode on like pedal or on power level 2. All around though, man, this thing is a legit electric scooter, dual motor. Big power. Is it the best one? I don't know. We're going to be reviewing more scooters in the coming months here. This one is absolutely awesome though. Almost hit that 50-mile-an-hour top speed. I don't really see a reason why you would ever want to go 50 on a scooter. It's kind of more just about that acceleration, the peppiness, the zippiness, and that's exactly what this one has. Then, you know, it does have the 11-inch wheels. Some scooters have smaller wheels. The bigger the wheels, better in my opinion. It just makes it feel more stable. Hitting those top speeds around 50 miles an hour, I didn't feel uncomfortable at all, man. So pretty sweet scooter. If you guys do want to pick one up, buy it through the link below in the description box. That would help support my reviews here on Juice Joyrides, and of course I would greatly appreciate your support. Let's head on home, see what the final range is. Dude, do you have any idea how tempted I am to just smash this horn button right now? It's so freaking loud. I just don't have it in me, man. Oh my god, dude. So freaking loud.
How fast is that one?
It goes like 50.
This one's 45, so you got it.
I don't know, man. You want to see like which one's faster off the line?
I'll wait, 180.
All right, 200, you ready? Segway's taking it, man. Woo. He's pulling away. He does weigh 20 pounds less too. And our charge is getting a little bit low. He's just dancing on that thing, bro. Electric scooters are getting ridiculous, man. You got me, man.
I love that one. They have one called the Wolf.
That's what this is.
Wow.
Yeah, the Wolf.
The other one got what, 70, 80 miles per hour? The gold one, right?
Yeah, this one's a little bit slower.
Wow. I'm gonna get the Wolf next.
All right, man. Have a good ride. He said he's gonna get the Wolf next. And nothing like just chilling in traffic on an electric scooter. Chilling, bro. We're passing people. We're lane split. Easy on the throttle on the turn. I will say the suspension on this one feels better than the Segway GT2. Still pulling hard, dude. Let's get on home, check the range. All right, dude, just rolling up to the neighborhood here. Let's see where we are. 21 miles, 21.07, hour 43-minute ride time, 12.3 average speed. And it's saying it's 52% remaining with a charge of 58.8 volts. So pretty solid range. I mean, I was out there ripping pretty hard per usual. I would actually put that at probably under 50% though. I'd kind of consider, you know, 60 volts on a 60 volt charge, about 50%. So ripping around like this, 200-pound dude, maybe, you know, get about 40 miles on it. Obviously you can get more range if you chill out a little bit. Anyway, super awesome scooter. Not the cheapest one, but it is fun. It's got the juice. So if you do want to grab one, buy through that link down below this video in the description box. It would help support my reviews, and of course I greatly appreciate your support. However, if this is not the scooter for you, watch this video next. Catch you over there.